Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Into the Light Divination. Today's podcast episode is going to be a very quick reading for all signs. That's right, Aries to Pisces. All signs quick reading. I don't really know what we're going here and what direction, but that's all I got right now. So please remember that, as always, this reading is for entertainment purposes only, not meant to be taken seriously. Please take what resonates and leave the rest for another person to claim. As with that, I want to let you know, if you are on audio, please consider following me, but you can also find me on YouTube at Into the Light Divination. Okay. If you're here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. You can also see in the description box, as well as my main page, YouTube, my Ko-Fi, and that has access to like memberships where you can get additional podcast episodes, Ko-Fi only readings, and like bonuses for YouTube readings as well. And you can even book tarot readings with me if that's something you're interested. If not, it's all good. I'm not offended. All right. I just appreciate you being here because your time and energy is valuable. With that being said, let's do a reading for all signs, but it's going to be like in the style of, how am I going to do this? I'm just trying to think here. We're going to go with money, I think is what we're going to go with, because it seems to be money seems to be showing up in a lot of readings. So we're going to have an all signs quick money reading to see where everybody's kind of at. All right. So, of course, we're going to cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space, because that is important with tarot, oracle, whatever, divination. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. Cleanse my energy and space. All right, spirit guide, guardian angels, I ask you to join me in this reading today for all signs. Aries to Pisces, all right, for money. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? All signs, Aries to Pisces, for money. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? All signs, Aries to Pisces, for money. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear, please? Okay. So we're going to go with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, 3 cards for each. So starting with Aries and then Leo and then Sagittarius. So Aries, your money here. All right. Leo, your money here. Oh, there we go. All right. I guess that was like that. Okay. And then Sagittarius, your money. And let's see here. So Aries, you have the, sorry, I got really shiny cards I'm using because I really wanted to try using them. So it's kind of a little bit complicated to see them always. So Aries, you have the Judgment in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, and then the Two of Wands. So I definitely see a releasing judgment about your finances. All right. With the Page of Pentacles, I do see some of you maybe having to kind of figure out how to balance them and kind of start anew. And then with the Two of Wands, some of you may have to kind of find a new direction in like work or creativity or something to help you gain more money. Okay. Leo, you have the King of Wands in reverse. Then you have the Three of Wands. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So Leo, I definitely see for you lacking passion. I see many of you starting something new, trying to find this new kind of beginning in passion. Definitely for some of you, I see a little bit of a fall from grace, okay, and picking yourself back up. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, I do see many of you seeing opportunities around you, okay, to increase your money. And then Sagittarius, you have the Emperor in reverse, the Devil, and the Three of Cups in reverse. So for many of you, I do see maybe you had dealt with somebody who honestly screwed you over, is what I'm seeing. With the devil, that is definitely verifying with some kind of toxic energy. All right. And then the Three of Cups in reverse is you have a lack of community. So obviously you have nobody that you can really rely on. So I do see many of you Sagittarius is kind of picking up your bootstraps. And if you're not, this is your message too. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, so we're gonna go with Taurus, then Virgo, then Capricorn. All right, Taurus, then Virgo, then Capricorn. So Taurus, what do you have? All right, Virgo, what do you have? And then Capricorn, what do you have? So Taurus, you have the, what do you have here? You have the, what is that? The Six of Cups? The Eight of Cups? Sorry, I can't read that. That's really small print. You have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so you are lacking a little bit here. You may have been emotionally spending. With the Ace of Cups, I definitely feel that emotional spending, realizing this, and then with the Two of Swords in reverse, kind of cutting off those actions and taking ownerships. Or if you're not, I do see you doing this in the future. All right. Next, we have Virgo. You have the Four of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Empress. So, Virgo, I see for you not quite seeing things very clearly. Some of you may be low on funds, but you're not seeing what's really in your face. You do have opportunities. With the Ten of Cups, so you do feel emotionally at like peace with everything. And the Empress, I do see abilities, or there's somebody around you that can help you. All right. With the Capricorns, you have the, or like help you as in guide you, not necessarily like help you, but like not help you, you know what I mean? But like guide you. Okay. Capricorn, you have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So many of you I see working on your pentacles, all right? Working on your stability and your money. With the King of Pentacles in reverse, I do see it's kind of like you get there, sorry, the Knight of Pentacles. So I see that you get there and then you drop and then you get there and you drop. But then you have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So you are understanding that you are the only person kind of holding yourself back. Yes, you may have bills and everything, but I do see you understanding that this is kind of a mental thing that you need to work on. All right. Next, we have the air signs Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So, what do we have for Gemini and then Libra and then Aquarius for money? What is it for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? Okay, Gemini. All right. Libra, what do we have for money for you? Okay. And then Aquarius, what do we have for money for you? Okay. Gemini, you have the Hermit in reverse. No, sorry, that's not the Hermit. That is the Five of Cups in reverse. So I do see you leaving financial woes, taking responsibility. With the Eight of Wands, you know you have many options, and the Death card is telling you you really need to look at those other options and start working on some of them. Okay. Libra, what do you have here? You have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Ooh. You have the Eight of Swords, and then you have the Empress. So, Libra, I do see you leaving that kind of like mental conflict with yourself. It's weird because other people maybe have helped you or something, and you're kind of like, no, I need to do this on my own. But then you get into this headspace of like, oh no, I'm mentally tied up, which you understand though. I do see this. And the Empress in reverse, Libra, this is your card. So this is saying that you're not standing in your power. And in reality, you have the power to make whatever it is that you want to make and to fix your pentacles, right? Which includes stability wise. Okay. And Aquarius, you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Wands, and then the King of Swords in reverse. So, Aquarius, I do see you over giving in situations. And then the Six of Wands is, finding success. However, with the King of Swords, this is going to be when you find this some kind of success, or maybe you've achieved your goals in money. or I just heard win the lottery. That's not going to be for all of you. That but that might be for some of you. It's the King of Swords is reminding you to pay attention to that, because if you have some kind of success and other people find out, Aquarius, they're going to be at your doorstep, and it is you to have the power of discernment. And with that Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I do see you give sometimes too much, but you can be selfish, and sometimes you need to be selfish, but sometimes you can give. You just got to know, right? So that's kind of what you have. Okay, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What do the water signs have for money, please? What do the water signs have for money, please? What do the water signs have for money, please? Okay. You have the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, Cancer, and then the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So, oh, sorry. Moving on to the next one. Scorpio, what do you have for money? Okay. It's been a long day. Scorpio, and then finally Pisces, our lovely Pisces friends. What do you have for money? Okay, so getting back to the reading now, Cancer, you have the Page of Cups. So a little bit of options, okay? The Page of Wands. So I see you have emotional and creative, okay? So you do have options to get more finances under wraps here. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse, though, I do see a little bit lack of building energy. Okay, not relying on other people, a little bit fearful of that. Okay. Next, you have Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio, you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Sun card in reverse. And then you have the Ace of Wands. So Scorpio, a little bit low on funds, a little bit low on optimism about funds. And the Ace of Wands is saying find something that sparks your interest and creativity, and you never know where it could lead you. All right. Next, you are find a new career. Pisces, you have the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So for you, I see financial woes. Obviously, some of you may need to have a really strict budget. Ace of Cups is a little bit emotional about that, but not too much, because you understand your situation. It feels like some of you have been there for a while. With the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, I do see kind of a desire to focus on you a little bit, to be honest. Okay. So let's get into finally for the all signs. Let's get into a collective energy, please. What is the collective energy regarding the pentacles, please? What is the collective energy regarding the pentacles? Actually, scratch that. What is the fire elements regarding the pentacles, please? Okay. One card. You have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So a little bit of unsure where you're going in finances. Okay. Earth signs, what do you have? You have the Ten of Pentacles, really striving to see success. Air signs, what do you have, please? You have the Five of Wands in reverse. So a little bit struggling and building on passion projects. All right. Water signs, what do you have? You have the Eight of Wands. So you have opportunities and passion, or in general for you, water signs. All right. Finally, what is that collective energy, please? I heard four cards. So what is the collective? All right. We have Temperance, Page of Cups. Woo. Okay. Uh, oh my goodness. We had a bunch of cards. All right. You know what? Let's take them. Let's take them. We just had a pile of cards come out. So let's just take them. Page of Cups, Two of Wands, the World, Six of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the Four of Cups. So we need to have patience, and sometimes we need to understand our emotions. Two of Wands in reverse is not looking in a new direction. Maybe some of us have what we need. We just need to focus on it. Okay. The World, I do see opportunities for many people, and because they were kind of like all together, I do see opportunities. And the Six of Pentacles in reverse, I do see kind of a need to be a little bit selfish You may not be able to equal give and take at the moment, especially if you see finances, but that's not really a negative because I see with the Four of Cups in reverse, you will be able to at some point help others, but it's kind of saying like pay your shit first before you help another, okay? And that's what I see for you all. Thank you so much for watching or listening, depending on where you are. As always, I appreciate your time. And please, please, please consider subscribing or following and leave a comment if this resonated. And have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic, beautiful day wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, evening, afternoon, or night. And I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.